When the polls close and the last voter leaves the vote center staff has to ensure that everything is secure and that all the proper materials make it back to the registrar of voters' office. The leads will split the team into two teams. Team 1 will be responsible for the equipment inside the vote center. Team 2 will be responsible for all the ballot bags and gathering the outside equipment. Both leads will each have their own closing booklet to help guide your team through all the closing steps and how to fill out the forms. Team 1 is responsible for shutting down all equipment, except for the ballot scanner. At the greeter station, all surfaces should be wiped down and all forms replenished. At the e-poll book station, put all the e-poll books in sleep mode, unplug them from their lightning cable, spray sanitizing solution on a microfiber cloth, and then wipe them down. Keep the e-poll books on their stand and place them in the cage to air dry. All materials in the dirty trays as well as the dirty trays at the e-poll book stations need to be sanitized. At the ballot printer station, the following steps need to be completed for each printer. Check all the tamper-evident seals. Power off all the laptops and unplug the laptops from their power source. Hit the power button on the front of the ballot printer and unplug it from its power source. Pull tray 2 straight out and keep it as level as possible. When you feel a catch or the paper is exposed, pull out the remaining ballot paper and count how much paper is left. Record that number in the closing forms here. Make sure that the unused count is put into the correct ballot printer field. Lock the unused ballot paper in the cage. Next, sanitize the laptops and the ballot printer and allow them to air dry while you count the spoiled ballots in envelope number 2. Count all ballot cards and record that number here. Fill out the envelope number 2 label with the vote center name, number, and date. Seal it and put it in the black supply case. Once that's done, the equipment should be dry, so lock the laptops up in the cage and lock up the ballot printer's housing unit for the night. And secure the top lid with a white Riplock seal. Closing the ballot touchscreen station, all the following steps need to be completed for every ballot touchscreen. Check the red tamper-evident seals and the white Riplock seals. Next, in the Team 1 closing booklet, record the number of ballots cast, located on the bottom left of the touchscreen. Make sure that the ballot cast number is recorded on the correct ICX serial number. Now that you have recorded those numbers, insert the poll worker card to access the menu and power off the ballot touchscreen. Then press the printer's power button to turn it off and unplug the equipment. Remove the 8.5 by 11 ballot paper and count the unused paper. Make sure you record the unused amount of paper with the correct ICX serial number. Now that you have recorded the paper count, lock the unused ballot paper in the cage. Then spray sanitizing solution on a microfiber cloth and wipe down the touchscreen, printer, and blue voting booth. Let them air dry. Get envelope number 3 from the ballot printer station and count the spoiled 8.5 by 11 ballots there. Record that number here in the Team 1 closing booklet. Put the spoiled ballot into the envelope and fill out that label with the vote center name, number, and date. Seal it and put it in the black supply case. Team 1 aides should continue to sanitize the vote center supplies and poll stars while the leads copy all the recorded numbers into the Team 1 closing statement. Now that all the numbers have been recorded, the leads need to come together to put all their numbers from the closing booklets into Trackit. If you have any further questions about this or any other aspect, call 408-299-POLL. That's 408-299-7655 or email training@rov.sccgov.org.